Hey, what's going on, everybody? Okay, so I just want to give an update video on this and talk about this piece. So as you can see, there is some areas like right here, here, and here. And you see how this angles down? It's because imagine this bowl actually being built out of horizontal wooden planks. And then over time, it kind of just deteriorates, starts falling apart. So I'm hoping that I can stabilize the entire inside with the technique that I'm going to look into. We used to do it all the time in wood turning, and I'm hoping I can do it with this. I got to reach out to the company with this particular product and see what it would cost to actually get the product and see if it's going to be worth it to do that. If I am able to stabilize the entire inside of the piece, then this section right here will actually be cut out. So that means the top of this leaf and then the board and then this leaf over here, it'll all be the rim. So the movement of this piece will be its own rim. Let me plug it in real quick. So as you can see, these boards only go along this path here, and I just kind of wanted to go over this so you can see some of the ginkgo leaves that are started, some of the ones that are carved, and you see where I'm starting to lower the background. And then right here you can see the wood planks and everything. Now these wood planks are going to pop when let me bring it in closer. The wood planks are going to pop when I end up doing the painting and everything on it. So, get this out of the way. So if I am able to stabilize this, that means all of this background right here, coming along the edge of the wood, coming back up the leaf, and then back down here. All of the leaf and everything and all this background will be removed, but the leaves and the wood planks that will come up here and then this leaf, as you can see right here, I did a leaf and it actually curls back underneath. Anyways, what I was saying, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's so much that I want to do with this piece. But this whole entire background, if I'm able to stabilize it the way I want to, all of this will be removed, and then the leaves and the boards and everything else like that, however the design goes, that'll actually be the new rim. So I hope you guys really enjoy this piece and get to watch it come to life. And you can see here where I've actually started this leaf here, carving, and then I just started here, carving it back. And then I stop, so there's still some of the flat natural edge of the gourd, and then I'll actually roll that back. But before I can do that, the planks here are actually going to have to be lowered, and then this leaf will actually be over those planks, and then I will kind of do them like I did here in this area. So I really hope you guys like working with this particular plank idea. I'm going to do a giant gourd where the entire thing is made to look like planks, and then put all different types of animals, lizards, frogs. I'm not sure what. I'm still designing in my head. But yeah, so I hope you guys like. Sorry for the long video. If you guys have any questions, please ask. Thanks. All right, so you will see that the boards that I initially talked about, you will see that there are 2 layers of those boards. And the reason being is sometimes wood can delaminate. In other words, let's just say a board is 3/4 of an inch thick, and it starts the delamination process within itself along the grain, and it's been out in the weather. What will happen is that 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch, will actually decay much faster, and it'll just kind of go away. And that's what's happening in some of these boards. And the reason I did it that way is to help keep the structural integrity of this piece. And you can see right here. Let me stop that. All right, so right here, you see the line, and you see a little line right here. And what that is it's just to set back a little further. And the reason I did that is because that's representing the different layers of the decaying process. All right, so you can see I am done for tonight. I'm super excited about the texture. And the way everything's coming out. Got the leaf started up underneath them. But yeah, it's coming along. What do you think? To give you guys an update video on this piece. I am almost done getting all the base carving done. And what I mean by base carving is just basically getting a base set of carving all the way around the entire piece. So every part of the design will be carved in some way, shape, or form. I did pretty much the bottom here. I don't know if this will sit on this, but kind of let you see what it looks like underneath. But this is what it looks like so far. I still have a few leaves here to finish up and a little bit of the wood detail, and then a couple sporadic leaves. And then once I get all the base carving done, I will then start on to the frog and the gecko. Right there, this guy's really starting to pop, but you can see how everything is coming together. Now these are different levels here, so imagine this wood continuing all the way around, and this section of wood used to be part of this section, but this part just disintegrated a lot faster, so now it's thinned out. And wood will do that, it'll delaminate. And you see how these have the bigger holes, or the bigger heads? These are the thinned out areas where the head has already disappeared and all that's left is the actual nail hole. So, to share an update with you, I have 5 gecko leaves left to do, the frog, and then the gecko itself. But man, it's coming along good. All the different textures. What do you think? Okay, so just wanted to give you guys an update. So I am super excited about this. I gotta let it dry up before I can make any other adjustments. But as you can see that I've used epoxy sculpt. Now remember, he started out like this. I went ahead and carved all my lines in on the frog and did my depths on there. And then I used that as a guide for when I was applying the epoxy sculpt and sculpting it. So there is a figure of Gourd underneath this. Okay, a quick glimpse of the guy that I'm working on right now. That's the lizard. He's from one of my packs that I draw up, my pattern pack that I make. So I still have more work to do with him. Gotta set his eyes, I gotta do all that. I just have it like a little area. But look at the texture. Oh, can't wait to do the feet and his toes and everything else. But hopefully you guys like. I would love to hear your thoughts. All right, so I figured I would take this moment to have a teachable moment. So I'm working on the stand today, and what I did is I went ahead and drew on the leaves, and then I went over them with the different color Sharpies. So the green Sharpie, you see like right here and right here, those are the areas where are going to be completely carved away. So when I set this down, they'll actually be a see-through, like you can see all the way through it. So these leaves are going to be, but the areas where the leaf come down, like right here all the way to the edge, I got to leave it flush, both top and bottom, but get as much curvature and depth and dimension out of the leaves. That way when I set it down on here, it's nice and flush, and then when I set it down, when I set this down on it, get it over there, it sits nice and level. So with that being said, this is what I was also talking about. If I had all of these black or the same color, I'd get very confused and then think that, okay, well this leaf is part of this leaf, and it's really not. So that's the reason why I use colors to separate it. So hopefully you like this video, and hopefully it's helpful. I figured I'd give you an update video real quick, that we can kind of see what I was talking about with the breakthroughs. And it still sits flush, but yet the breakthroughs come up. See, still sits flush. So I still have that to do. And what I've done on the inside here is I've carved back at an angle. So when you look at it from the top, if for whatever reason you did, it looks thinned out, but it's really not. It's the same thickness all the way around. Now, this is not even with the rest, so I don't know how this is going to sit on it, but see? So now when you, it'll look like it's sitting up on some curled leaves. How cool is that? And you'll be able to see the breakthroughs. See it? And now the structure and the balance of the piece continues through the leaves and comes up. Because these leaves will be different than, the color of these leaves and textures will be different than the colors on this. That way there's a separation, but yet there's a unity to it between the two. What do you think? So you can see that the piece is all carved, and all I gotta do is now is just like a little bit of sanding and then the texturing. But that's how it sits on it, and it's totally stable. How crazy is that? I love doing stuff like this, man. So just wanted to give you guys an update video. This piece is not in any way, shape, or form completed. The only thing that are completed for the most part are the ginkgo leaves, which are these guys right here. Sorry for the wobbly camera. I'm actually holding this right now because I'm not in my normal studio. And the wood, for the most part, is done. I just want to change up some highlights and add a few things. Plus, the nail holes have to be, I call it rusterized. But the frog and the lizard are not completed. And the bigger leaves, which should be coming up here soon, these guys right here, these ones are not completed. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? All right, so I am super excited about this piece and super excited about the festival coming up in February. For all of you that will be attending my classes, first of all, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. But these are some of the leaves that you guys will be learning to carve. There'll be some other ones like maple leaves and a few other ones. But I would love to hear everyone's thoughts on this piece. I love the way this little guy right here came out. The textures and the colors, and I love it. This one I really enjoyed carving and painting. It took me outside my comfort zone, which is a huge part of me, which everyone pretty much knows that follows my work. And for those of you that have reached out to me to talk shop through private messages and everything like that, I greatly appreciate that, and I really enjoy the time.